Game changer to me refers to people who are making a difference through their companies, through their personal behavior, through what they do in this world. That's a game changer. Well, I'm a journalist, and I spend a lot of time working with college students, with African American college students, in a project we call the Black College Wire. And I got a chance to observe what it takes to be a successful college journalist. And one of the things that I observed was that basic reading, writing, and speaking skills are essential. And a lot of times that has to come from your home environment and how you start out in life. And if you don't get it there, you're playing a game of catch up all along the way. So I guess the policies that I would recommend are a greater emphasis on early childhood, not only early childhood education, but early childhood in the home. Well, preparation, basically. I write a column, an online column called Journalisms, and it's about diversity issues in the news media. And this week I ran a link to a piece by a woman who teaches journalism, and she's very much attuned to the online world and technology and new media. And she wrote a column wondering why it was that the journalists of color, the student journalists of color, were not as attuned to technology as some of their other colleagues, and this is holding them back. So I guess the way I would answer that is, we've got to, if we want to get ahead, we've got to be attuned to not only the steps that people are taking now to be plugged into what's happening, but what's coming next. And you just got to stay plugged in because you're entering the future world, not just the present world. And if you're not there with the right qualifications and the right background, then somebody else will be. Well, I guess I just combine what the other recommendations I made. Stay attuned to what's happening, be prepared, be bold, listen, and keep yourself educated. Well, I would say my dad. People look to celebrities and all that, but I think it all starts in the home. And which brings me to another point, which I didn't mention earlier when talking about what we need to succeed, and that is self-esteem. I think this is often overlooked, and I'm talking about self-esteem among African Americans. And I think that too often we don't pay attention to that. We don't think that we need that. But I remember being last summer, I went down to the Marcus Garvey Museum in Jamaica, and he was all about uplifting black people, and they gave they had community people come in and learn about what Garvey was about. And I asked the people there, I said, well, you think this is necessary today? Garvey was back in the early part of the 20th century. And the answer was, more than ever, we have self-esteem issues today in our 21st black community. And I look around and I see the language we use to refer to ourselves. I see the black-on-black crime. People talk about the Trayvon Martin case today, but other people are saying, what about all the black folks who were killed by other blacks? And what is that about? And part of that, I think, is because we devalue our own humanity. And that goes back to, the beauty standards that we look to, the use of the N-word, all of these things combine to indicate that we need a firmer basis for going out into the world and knowing, as Jesse Jackson said, that I am somebody. Well, I believe that you should do what makes you happy and which makes you feel fulfilled. And I've always been interested in journalism, and it's something that came naturally. And I think that if you're going to do something for the rest of your life that takes up all this time that you're awake, it should be something that you enjoy doing. So I would urge people to pursue their dreams and do something that doesn't even feel like work to you. Well, I guess my greatest accomplishment would be in, if I'm successful at this, in motivating other people to be their best and to sort of help guide them along along the path. I believe in the saying, each one teach one, and so I've tried to do that. And if I'm successful, or have been successful with other people, motivating them, mentoring them, doing whatever, then I guess I will consider that to be an accomplishment.